need to state my name or anything? Or okay, Roy Finley, rural Fairfield resident. I've been trying to get some answers out of our state's attorney here for some time, and I know the county board really probably doesn't have much jurisdiction over what he does, and I get all that. But anyhow, I had some situations that happened to me last year. I ended up having a charge pressed against me, and I've got, probably, I don't know, I'd say 10 or 15 that was recommended by a Fairfield police officer to your office, as I recall. And I'm just curious as to why the charges were not filed against the other gentleman involved. One specific occasion happened where I was hit in the back of the head at Fairfield's Mach 1. I was trying to keep my kids out of a fight, and the parent showed up with the other kid. He ended up saying about a half an hour worth of nasty things. And I think a little rebuttal was probably given. And eventually he struck me in the back of the head as I walked away. I've got some questions as to why that wasn't ever charged, and I've got some questions as to why another Fairfield gentleman who's not so gentle, who has met with you on several occasions and discussed several things about this, Mr. Kakak. And I'm just wondering how 12 charges, 12 or 15 charges here. I mean, I haven't counted them up tonight to get you a specific number, but I'm just wondering how this guy hasn't gotten some sort of trouble. You had no trouble making sure that I got prosecuted through a special prosecutor, over some retaliation. And I mean, I begged your office for several months to do something about this. And, I even told you that somebody needed to handle it or I was going to end up having to. And it got to a point where my 17-year-old son was being picked on by this man. And he looks at me and he says, "If you don't handle it, Dad, I'm going to." I didn't like having to do what was done. If your office would have done its job, sir, it wouldn't have had to have come to this. And again, I just have to ask why. I have to ask why. My family was tortured last year. My entire family.
Okay, sir. 3 minutes
And as usual, no answers. Pretty presumptuous.
Now it's time to go home. Oh, sorry.
When would be a good time to talk to you, sir?
Probably need to call his office.
I mean, when would be a good time to talk to you, seriously? I mean, I seriously want an answer. That's all I want.
It's 8:30.
I understand that. There's always an excuse for every day. And I mean, you've made some rude comments to me in the past.
I have never made rude comments.
Oh, you have.
to
You did.
And I'm not going to sit here and
did.
fight with you.
You have. Yeah, well, you never want to talk about it. That's the reason I'm here.